our gym reviews. We're going to go ahead and do a gym tour for this year. We're going to go ahead and start here in the kind of centerpiece, which is the power rack. This is a Rogue RM6 originally. I have recently upgraded with the Rhino belt squat trainer as an add-on. So we'll go ahead and kind of walk through this real quick, and then we'll tool the entire gym. Before I get going around here, obviously I want to get some of the basics down. We have a 4x6 horse stall mats installed on the floors with some black Gorilla tape to kind of hold everything down. I think it looks a little bit better. I might need to maybe freshen them up a little bit, but they do the job, they do great, and they're obviously the #1 gym equipment that you need to buy. And then we have some cheap lighting that we kind of got, some LEDs, kind of brighten the space up a little bit. It's kind of overhead. I am in a basement gym, which, you know, obviously is nice for the climate, temperature controlled. I also have a smart speaker system that's kind of around mostly through a mesh audio through Google, and it just kind of amplifies all the sound and gives us surround sound around the entire space. So we'll go ahead and start here with the power rack. Obviously, if you can tell, I'm a fan of the dark blue, navy blue kind of look. Kind of went for the black and blue look. So we'll start here. I have a Rogue Ohio power bar in the Cerakote black, Cerakote finish here with the black sleeves. Got incredible knurling. Probably my favorite knurling is that power bar or Ohio knurling. It's just aggressive enough, especially when you're doing your pulley movements. I really love those. I have the standard 1-inch J cups that kind of come with the RM6. I obviously upgraded to some Ghost roller J cups as well. I built this originally with the safety straps here. I got a few modifications on there with some pins that are removable to make things a little bit easier. As you can see here, we got the belt trainer in here. I've only used it maybe 2 or 3 times at this point. It's new to the gym. It's been fantastic. It's been great. It's versatile. The multi-roller is a must-have if you're going to have this. Obviously, as you can see with the trainer, it comes with a lat pull-down. And I thought every lat pull-down bar was the same. The knurling on this one, stainless steel, is incredible. I think one day I'm going to have to get a stainless steel bar just so I can enjoy how grippy that is. Speaking of grippy, it's a little high up right now because of the storage. I like to put these upside down just because I think it looks cool, to be honest with you. But I got that Mutant Metals. It's also in that dark navy blue to match the rack. So great powder coat on this. The handles, again, can't be beat by much. The grip is incredible on those. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll make our way around to kind of show you some things. If you look over here, storage-wise, it's a little bit of a crazy mess in here. We got some boxing gloves for my wife and myself. As you can see, kind of don't have a spot for this yet, but the Rogue triangle grip is, again, cannot beat the knurling on Rogue equipment. As you can tell, I'm a little bit of a Rogue fan. But I got some wall control units here. You'll see some more as we go around the gym. Obviously, you need a little belt. We got some lifting straps, deadlift jack. Over here, we have some good old no pain, no gain multi-hook hanger that I got as a present, which has been great. I have some Rogue Monster bands on here, kind of almost every weight you can think of, and I kind of use those in a multitude of things. Sometimes I use it for deadlifts, sometimes I use it for benching. Rarely do I use them on squats, but I've done it before. Somewhat new addition to the gym is Mark Bell's slingshot, the original slingshot. This has kind of been great for me when it comes to benching, kind of saves my shoulders. I'm not getting any younger, and neither are my shoulders, so this has been something that's been great. It's allowed me to train really heavy, kind of save my shoulders, and still get some nice activation out of my chest, and again, save those shoulders. As we're going to go ahead and keep moving on here, we'll go up to the other side of the rack. As you can see on the rack, I pretty much exclusively went with the Rogue deep dish plates. I tried to get them pretty much all matching. They didn't have 5s or 2.5s in that but I use these all the time. I have a little over 600 pounds in weights with the deep dishes. Great. Love the look. I did it mostly for the look. I love iron plates, to the dismay of my wife. She says they're too loud and clangy, so if it was up to her, we'd have bumper or some sort of urethane plates maybe. But as you can see, the rack in general, we got a lot of stuff, right? A lot of attachments. I got 2 sets of collars that I use. You got the Rogue magnetic. If you ever, actually I'll show you, I have with the Rhino trainer came with these lovely clips, which are great. Only issue is they're not magnetic. And once you get magnetic collars, you are never, ever want to go back. But these are great magnetic. Even the Titan, these lock finish ones, I just, gotta be like every other gym fanatic. If it's got knurling, I gotta have it. So we went ahead and went with the Titan twist lock ones. It was the original one that came out. They were maybe out for about 6 hours. I ordered them as a kind of an impulse buy, and I've enjoyed them ever since. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on over here. I have my gun rack storage here for the barbells. As you can see, I usually have a power bar over here as well if it's not in use. I try to clean up and make everything kind of look good when it's not in use. So we had the Ohio Cerakote back there, the Ohio Power Bar Cerakote. Here we have another Cerakote bar. Pink Cerakote is actually my wife's bar. It is a Bella bar 2.0. So I've used it a few times myself, to be honest with you. So it's a little bit smaller diameter. I believe it's like 27 or 28 and a half. We got the proprietary black sleeves. So this has been a great bar. Knurling, not super aggressive, but just grippy enough. And then we also have the Rep Safety Squat Bar. This was just something that I bought a bunch of Rep stuff, which you'll see in a little bit, and I basically got it for free through their old credit system, their old reward system. And I needed some variation in my squats, and so now I have a barbell, I have a safety squat, and a belt squat. So a lot of variations when it comes to legs, which is great. As we keep moving on, again, you'll see here, kind of have a board set up right now. This is my 6-day split. So basically I do the top 3 days, take a day off, bottom 3 days, take a day off. Sometimes, like I hit arms today, I could take a day off tomorrow, but we'll probably just hit quads anyways because my quads aren't that sore. If you can see in the corner, right now it's not on the rack. It was with the Rhino belt squat. We kind of made some changes. It's going to be added back on, but we have a shrimp trawler arm that we kind of stick off to the side. On the one side, we put a heavy bag. Great set of cardio for us to kind of do. My wife likes to do it, and I do it sometimes. It's just a bit of a change up. Speaking of cardio, if we go over here, we just have a treadmill. I actually got this for free off a family member. Works great. Honestly, it's, if it were me and money was no option, I'd probably get a curved manual treadmill. So it'd be better on my joints and be a little bit more natural. But for me, cardio-wise, I set this baby at 3 miles per hour, a little bit of an incline, and I walk. As you can see, there's a TV back there. I'll watch TV. Sometimes I put my phone or my tablet up there and kind of just, walk around and be a zombie for 30, 40 minutes or 60 minutes and try to get my steps in as much as I can. So good piece of cardio equipment. If you start with a treadmill, at least you can get some cardio done. As we keep moving on here, a few odds and ends, in the table here. Again, another audio system was Google Minis. They're kind of spread out throughout the gym. Add, that high quality audio, and they're smart. So, you say the "Hey G" word, and it go ahead and activates things for you. Here we have the Titan leg extension and leg curl combo. I believe this is the second version. I bought this probably about 2 years ago now. It's pretty quality for what it is. Typically, I'm not. I like to buy once, cry once kind of deal. And Titan always makes me kind of wary on some of the quality stuff that I've seen or heard of. as far as this goes, it does exactly what it's supposed to, right? The padding is decent. It's not horrible. It's grippy enough, especially that bottom pad's pretty grippy. It stayed together. I've kind of modified it here and there. Sometimes I'll set a weight off to the side. I can show you a video of that and kind of change the strength curve on it a little bit to help. But other than that, load plates. This was something that I originally didn't have in the gym when I built this a few years ago, and I just missed leg extensions specifically, but also leg curls so much. It was just something that I had to have. It was on sale. I think I got it for maybe $600, and it's been a great addition to my leg days, and it's been great. Moving on from here, if you look over here, I got, again, try to keep things, it's still a functional space. It's a basement. We got a rice bucket here for some forearms. If you've never done forearm workouts in a rice bucket, it's incredibly challenging. I got a scale here, a smart scale, uploads to my phone right away. I do this every morning before I do my cardio. Kind of just obsessively going over that. Currently in a weight loss journey, so that's a big tool for me. Here you can see we kind of have some odds and ends, lighter dumbbells. So we have 20s all the way up to 5s. They're mix match Facebook Marketplace special, you know what I mean? This is more for my wife, and she uses these for some of her accessory work. Sometimes when I'm bored, I shoot hoops too on my daughter's hoop set here. Another form of cardio. Down here, I have the battle ropes down here as well. Also kind of a purchase that was a little bit of an impulse that I had some extra, promotional money or rewards money, and I decided to purchase it. And it's, again, another way to change up the cardio. Another cardio piece that is highly underrated, and it can be super cheap, although I wouldn't say these are cheap, is jump roping, right? So I can't remember the exact name, model, or whatever. They are Rogues, and these things, the bearings in them are crazy. They kind of spin obnoxiously long, and they're, I believe, out of aluminum, and this steel cable. It's awesome. And jump roping, I feel like maybe it's the wrestling background, but that high intensity cardio is great. Obviously no gym is complete in the United States without an American flag, so we obviously have that hanging up to represent the United States here. All right, over here we have the Rep Arcadia. Is their first kind of functional trainer twin stack. It was a big piece that I really wanted at the time. I still love it. It works great. I have the upgraded stack, so it goes up to 110 pounds. I think once you get past the power rack, the power bar, barbell and weights and dumbbells, a functional trainer or a cable machine of any kind is something that really upgrades and opens up a lot more exercises for you. So if you look here with Rep, they came with these D handles here, the metal knurled ones. They're actually pretty great. I have no complaints. I think the thickness of them is perfect. They're obviously durable, and they do a great job. They rotate enough. I don't need anything crazy for D handles. There's a little bit of storage here as well. They got 2 weight stacks. Again, I did the upgraded, so they're 110 pounds each side. And if you also look, the trolley arms are pretty easy to move. You can move those with one hand up and down, no problem at all, even with an attachment on there. Speaking of attachments, this is, cannot remember the exact name, but it's obviously Rogue. So by design, it's a overbuilt monstrosity, but it's a pulley system here. It's great to kind of, if you want to, do single pulls. Sometimes I like to superset. I'll do some tricep pulls, and then I'll do one arm at a time. That's been great. And then as you can see, this is actually not even a color that came with the Rep Arcadia. I kind of did a custom thing here with the logos, which I can show you in a video if you'd like. As we move on here, we have kind of the hodgepodge of storage. There's a lot of kind of randomness here, but we have the Rogue curl bar. If I do it all over again, this is the E-coat version. it's held up great, feels great, nothing wrong with it. I kind of just like the flat black a little bit more of the Cerakote on there, so I probably would have just paid the extra $20 and gotten the Cerakote version, but it worked just fine. We also have, you know, an easy curl here as well for the that I bought with the Arcadia for the functional trainer. Straight bar here. We have some tricep ropes here. We have some chirp wheels here. I have some different shoes down here as well. I got some lifting shoes. Got some wrestling shoes. You know, foam mat. I have the shelf here. Again, wall control's been great. Wall control, I mean, I got paper towels to clean the gym. I got spray, a little bit of Simple Green, spray some things down if I feel like it's getting dirty. I got some glass cleaner over here too. I got some 3-in-1 oil for the barbells. If you've never done it before and you feel like you're getting really tired, especially like a leg day or something that's kind of a long lift, take a little bit of honey, get some more glycogen in the body. WD-40, if you have any cable stuff, obviously I would get the WD-40 silicone as well. So kind of just a collection of a bunch of stuff in here that kind of keeps the gym functioning. I got some my wife's headphones here, some liquid chalk sitting here. So a lot of things that are kind of here to get things off the ground, even though there's a few things on the ground. Next, we're going to go ahead and move on. I'm sure you've seen it here before, but we have the Nuabels. These are the upgraded 80-pound version. They do great. I think for most people, these will do just fine. 80 pounds is a lot for a lot of exercises. I could personally do a little bit more, so I'm kind of keeping my eye, maybe out of the corner of my eye when my wife's not looking, kind of looking at the rep pepins, you know, because they go up to 120 pounds. They're all metal construction, but I'll tell you what, these have been great. I would not drop them. I have not dropped them, but knurling, kind of passive, but nothing beats that quick change ability, and it's easy to see what weights you're on. So this has been a great addition as well. As we move over here, I'm kind of going full circle again here. I have the Rogue Adjustable Bench 3.0. It's a ladder system bench. Very easy to adjust. Foam pad's pretty firm. I just have the standard pad there. I went with the upgraded stainless steel ladder system, kind of a little bit for longevity, and it came with the upgraded wheels, so I kind of enjoy that. This has been great. I use it everywhere around the gym, so you can stand it up out of the way. You can tow it around. It's got a nice little handle here. It has, you know, seat adjustments, level adjustments. Goes 15 degrees all the way up to 85, almost 90 degrees straight up. So military presses, bench presses, you can do some rows on this. There's just a multitude of things that you can do with this. As we continue and kind of round off everything, we have some mirrors. Mirrors is it's something that's somewhat new to the gym. It was a pain in the butt to install. Made some mistakes, actually broke a mirror, so maybe I'll have some bad luck from that. But overall, I really enjoy the mirrors. It kind of opens up the space of the gym. And also, the arm days are just so much better when you can see them for some reason. I don't know what it is. It must be psychological with me. Lastly, here on the floor or on the ground, I have some Nike kettlebells. I had a gift card to Nike and just decided to buy those. I got a 20-pound slam ball. And this also comes new. Actually, you might have to buy it separate now, but this foot plate hooks up to the Rhino trainer, and then you can do low rows kind of on the ground or off the end of a bench. I've done off the end of the bench. It's not that big of a deal either. So just to fully encompass everything as we go here, this is a gym that, you know, my wife and I kind of started a few years back, and it's one of those things where we had a young child, and we didn't want to travel to the gym anymore. We bought a house, and we had a basement that was very large, and we decided to kind of create a corner of this gym, which is slowly, or maybe quickly in my wife's eyes, growing quickly maybe. And it's been great. So I probably work out at least 4 or 5 times a week, and I think it's made me a healthier and better person. So if you want to see more specific videos, I'm open to reviewing anything that anybody wants to comment on. In the future, I'm hoping, with new equipment that comes out, when I purchase those, I can share those with you guys. I plan on, doing some training regimens, kind of going through my split in a little bit more detail, the one that I showed you guys on the whiteboard. There's just a bunch of things I want to do. I might do a day in the life, maybe I do some vlogging or something like that. But I want to start this channel and with the review, or start this channel with the tour, and then anything that you saw on the gym tour, even if I didn't talk about it, if you saw like an ab wheel or something sitting in the corner that collects dust, and you want to know about it, I can tell you. So overall, the gym, my biggest motto, which my wife hates, is you buy once, you cry once. I like the quality. Obviously, I'm a fan of Rogue. I'm a fan of American-made products, which is even more important nowadays, it seems like, with all the tariff stuff going on. But this is, if you want to see more stuff, obviously like the video, subscribe. We're trying to get this channel off the ground. And I think that, again, comment anything that you have questions about, whether it's storage, whether it's the sound system, the barbells that I have, can you buy, these products in these places? I kind of look forward to hearing from you guys and giving you the feedback there. And again, I'll go over maybe some diet, exercise stuff as well. Again, like, subscribe, and this was Goody with the Bar Gym Reviews.